We finna react to this nigga. Rod Wave got arrested for shooting at his girlfriend Benz, nigga. Nigga, this nigga shooting at his bitch Benz. He hung. He shooting at her Benz. Yeah, we finna react to these motherfucker, man. I heard that nigga was shooting at her because she took his Waffle House. They were arguing at Waffle House. He felt some type of way. And he hung. Wait, we finna react to this motherfucker, man. See the whole thing break down.
Man, what's up, everybody? It's Jake. I'm rocking with y'all, and y'all rocking with me. And for this video, we're gonna be speaking on Rod Wave firing up his girlfriend's G-Wagon after his house was broken into.
Damn.
May 20th, 2025, Rod Wave was taken into custody and booked into the Fulton County Jail in Atlanta. A long list of
I heard the nigga got out quick as fuck too, nigga. That's the money, nigga. Money got
charges would range from aggravated assault, possession of
assault, possession, firearm. Nigga, my ass can't read. Fuck that.
Firearm, pointing or aiming a gun at another person, and tampering with evidence. A total of 13 charges, with damn near half being felonies, has left fans wondering what the hell happened. Spade TV News would post to Instagram Rod Wave's affidavit, and according to the arrest affidavit, on May 13th, officers executed a search warrant at Rod Wave's 6-bed, 7.5 bath,
damn nigga, big ass house,
square foot, 3-acre mansion that last sold in 2024 for $9 million. Specifically, detectives wanted the home security footage. They believe the video recordings contain evidence of a previous burglary turned shooting that took place at the residence. Recovering the recording device they sought, detectives found footage from April 21st. Reviewing the footage, the master bedroom window was broken, indicating someone broke into Rod Wave's house, but video from the 2 days before wasn't there. Rod Wave sent his realtor to check on the home, and she could be seen on surveillance video walking around the garage courtyard before leaving and returning with another realtor. They take pictures of the residence and open the garage door where a Mercedes G-Wagon parked. They were not seen taking anything from the home and eventually left. Rod Wave's girlfriend, Minnie Barbie, whose real name is Manariah Andrews, can be seen pulling up in a BMW. Shortly after, Rod Wave and an unknown associate would pull up in an SUV. Rod and his associate could be seen carrying bags and what appeared to be a box from the residence, while his girlfriend followed. While the surveillance footage had no audio, it appeared to detectives that Rod Wave was arguing with his girlfriend. She could be seen yelling at Rod, who in return pulled out a Glock 20 10mm pistol from under his left arm, opening fire at his girlfriend's G-Wagon that he bought.
Hold up. This nigga, he just pulled a fucking, he just pulled, that bitch was just connected to his arm? Nigga just pulled a fucking rod out his arm. And just hung. Ain't no way, nigga. Nigga just got that shit out his inventory, nigga. The fuck? Nigga got a G-Lock out his inventory. That shit crazy.
Bought her for Christmas. The same G-Wagon posted on her Instagram.
That G-Wagon low-key pressure.
Detectives would count Rod shot 14 times until the weapon was empty. 11 bullets would strike the G-Wagon, 1 round struck Rod's Rolls Royce, and 1 round struck a wall, while the 14th bullet was never recovered. While Rod was shooting, his associate was unfazed, as if he knew it was going to happen. He just continued to place things from the house inside of the SUV. Rod's girlfriend, on the other hand, ducked down and ran inside of the house in fear. She'd then run from the house to a nearby neighbor, call her mother, telling her Rod Wave shot her car up, and telling her mom to call 911. Rod could then be seen on camera running through the front of the yard, as detectives believed he was now panicking, knowing his girlfriend went to the neighbors to call the police. Rod's associate would also seem to panic as they both jumped into the SUV, but their exit was blocked by Minnie Barbie's BMW. With Rod Wave driving, he'd reverse into the BMW in an attempt to push it out of the way, leaving his tires spinning.
What the fuck? This shit like a movie. Nigga tried to push the car.
Pulling back up to the
Nigga
garage,
tripping.
Rod's associate would shut the garage door to prevent the shot-up G-Wagon from being seen. Rod would get out of the SUV while on the phone, and his associate would begin collecting shell casings. Rod would attempt to drive around the BMW, but ended up striking a staircase and blowing out his front tire, disabling the SUV. Getting out, Rod would grab shell casings near the windshield wipers, throwing them onto the stairs before calling someone else on his phone. Rod would lock the
This nigga Rod Wave tripping. He instantly picked them shells up. He ain't trying to go to jail.
SUV,
This nigga
lock up the
wildin'.
house, and leave through the back of the residence. Detectives would locate a damaged backyard fence, leading them to believe 300-pound Rod Wave broke the fence while escaping through the back. Detectives were now confident they had video evidence, clearly showing Rod and his associate working together to alter the scene of a shooting, and later discovered Rod contacted his bodyguard to pick them up from the scene to avoid apprehension, while taking evidence from the scene to make it appear Rod was never there and no crime happened other than a burglary. Due to this information, probable cause was found to arrest Rod Wave on
I know that nigga Rod Wave was scared as fuck, bruh. Nigga was not trying to go to jail.
charges of aggravated assault, pointing or aiming a firearm at another person, 2 counts of possession of a firearm during the commission of a felony, 2 counts of reckless conduct, 2 counts of criminal damage to property, 2 counts of obstruction of law enforcement, 2 counts of tampering with evidence, and conspiracy to commit a felony. Now, I don't think this should come as a surprise that one of the top artists making emotional music reacted emotionally to someone breaking into his mansion. But to shoot the shit out of his girlfriend's G-Wagon is a little bit over the top.
That
But
way he said
we don't
it
know
like
if she
that.
was bitching his ear off on the phone and he just snapped. At the end of the day, he bought the car, most likely owns the car, and he didn't cause her actually any harm aside from what? Stress? The paperwork never stated he aimed a gun at her or threatened her with it, even though that's what he's been charged with. But Rod had
Nah, they ass just giving a nigga charges for no reason.
Drew Findling behind him. You know, Dirk's lawyer, Young Boy's lawyer. Meaning this shit is about to go away with a quickness, but Rod's girlfriend will play an important role. On the night the burglary took place, police responded to the mansion after receiving reports of a domestic dispute, with witnesses hearing yelling and screaming. Minnie Barbie was outside crying, as she was the one that discovered the home had been broken into, with the safe in the basement being dragged across the floor before being emptied. The investigation revealed bullet casings, bullet holes, 2 shot-up luxury vehicles, a handgun, a broken window by the pool, and a hammer in a nearby bush. The scene resembled a fucking shootout, leaving detectives wondering what actually took place, which led to the search warrant for the surveillance video. Now, Drew Findling would comment, only saying there is no truth to the charges. Rod Wave was a victim to a burglary and committed no crimes. How he was even charged as a result of this situation is incomprehensible, and this will
this kid's going out
absolutely
the
be
window.
resolved in favor of Rod Wave. Obviously, Drew isn't going to comment on the alleged surveillance video that's been recovered, but eventually, that argument will come. Now, I find it highly disrespectful, being a big guy myself, that detectives assume Rod Wave broke the backyard fence by jumping over it. And if they had that on video, I ain't gonna lie.
Oh my god, dude. Rod Wave ain't jumping over no fucking fence. Come on, son.
That shit would have went viral, seeing Rod Wave jump a fence. But anyways,
Rod Wave ass is not jumping no fucking
to hear
fence.
that this happened and the detectives are alleging they have the video of him pulling out the gun, shooting up the car, and then covering up everything that took place, I'll say this. If a crime was committed, it isn't as serious as what he's been charged with. And if you've ever been locked up, you might have heard of the spaghetti effect. When you throw a plate of spaghetti at the wall, it slaps, it starts to come down, and eventually the majority of the shit hits the floor while a couple of things are still standing. And that's what I think is going to happen with these charges. He's been hit with a bunch of charges that are serious, but I think that his lawyer is going to pick them apart strategically in a manner in which, you know, maybe he gets probation, maybe he gets time served, community service, whatever. I don't know the statutes in Georgia, but firing a gun, discharging a firearm in public is a misdemeanor in Florida. The South has lenient laws. You know, the 4th of July, people just shoot guns off and shit. Maybe his lawyer will go that route. At the end of the day, he fired into something that he bought. You know, he bought the G-Wagon. And if you're a YouTuber and you're shooting guns on your property at shit you own, it's not that big of a deal, you know what I mean? But that's gonna be something for his lawyer to figure out. I don't think he caused harm or threatened his girlfriend. I think that if your home gets broken into, your safe gets ran through and emptied, we don't know how much money he lost, you're gonna be pissed, right? And maybe he lost shit worth more than that fucking G-Wagon, and he was like, you know what? Fuck your car, because I just lost all this shit. And he did what he did, allegedly. We don't know. We're just the bystanders that are gonna sit back and see what the fuck happens with this case. And the fact that he has one of the best lawyers, and again, this isn't some federal shit, and Rod Wave is not a felon. He can legally have the gun that he had. It's another important piece of information. As far as trying to cover up his tracks and, you know, taking the shell casings and this and that, look, we're just gonna have to wait and see how it plays out. He's already out on bond. I highly doubt he's stressing the shit. I mean, bro, if you got a $9 million mansion and you can afford to shoot into a G-Wagon and a Rolls Royce, I'm pretty sure he's not stressing this. But hey, let me know y'all's thoughts and opinions in the comment section. It's
this nigga Rod Wave wildin', nigga. But shit, nigga, that's his car, nigga. But shit, nigga, you shot at the bitch though, but shit. Hey, nigga, I don't blame his ass, bitch. He probably was like, get out the car, get out my car. Don't drive off in that car, don't drive out in that car. She said, fuck you, Rod. So fat ass. Start dumping that bitch at her, nigga. I don't blame his ass either, nigga. I'm just saying. What the fuck you talking about? Yeah, but you like the video, like, coach, put on that notifications. And yeah, we out, chat.